Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Commodities Update video. And today we'll be looking at analysis on natural gas, US dollar, oil, gold, and silver. We're looking at disappointing recent levels, as well as a little bit of longer term time frame where we're straight heading to our major resistance. And let's take a look on natural gas. And if you guys are looking for the stock market update video, check out yesterday's. I did the Qs as well as the 7 mega cap techs: Meta, Tesla, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA. Let's take a look at natural gas. So on your chart, if you're doing on TradingView, make sure to click this BADJ on the left bottom right side corner. It will close these contract gaps on the chart. Your chart will look like mine. All right, let's get started. So we're looking at the daily time frame. Actually, let's go to the weekly. So the longer term resistance I'm talking about is this falling wedge. See this teal looking line? Sorry, maroon looking line. And this is the support. So this is just the longer term visual guide for us. We're looking at resistance, right? Rejection there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when we do come up to it, it will probably act as a resistance. Doesn't mean that we're going to hit this wall and then go all the way back down here again. But we're at least probably get a red candle or something, slight rejection. And if the bulls can bull flag right underneath it, there's a good chance we can break out above it from there. But so we have to see what it trades like when we hit that resistance. We are currently about 7 to 8% away from it. So it's a good chance if the bulls continuing their daily uptrends, it'll be a good chance that we may actually hit that level. Currently you can see, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher high. It keeps on going, right? So as long as daily uptrend's intact, then bulls are in perfect shape. So the very first thing for the bears to break that daily uptrend is to break this pivot right here. So you can see, right, this initial move, higher low being set, and a higher high again. So that's the pivot. So Friday's low is the pivot. And if the bears can break through that, which is at 2.72, then bears would negate that daily uptrend. It will be a daily neutral trend. So that's their very first step, basically, at this moment. They can't even do that. Honestly, there's nothing really going on the bear side of the chart at this moment. And for the bulls, ideally, you hold the support right here. Doesn't have to be exactly 2.841, but you can see in the last 4 days, these 4 days, right, we make all these upper wicks where we couldn't get over. So that's a resistance. And now when we back test it, bulls would like to see active support. So prior resistance, come back to it. Now active support, we bounce off of it. That would be the best sign for the bulls. So let's see if the bulls can pull off. Even if we come back, right, all the way, right, break that, slight bounce, chop around a little bit, bulls are still okay. As long as they don't really they don't retrace too much and give space for bears to confirm daily downtrends, they will still be fine. So let's see how it ends up trading this week. So those are the levels I'm watching. And watch out for the longer term resistance as well above us. We're getting pretty close to it. Yeah, a couple things to watch. Let's look on the hourly. Yeah, everything's still fine. No signs of reflex at this moment. All right, let's look at UNG. UNG, similar idea, right? Natural gas moves up, UNG is going to move up, right? You can see the price action. Very similar. Although it does track a different month contract, so it'll be slightly different. But the overall big picture, if the trend continues, it will continue as well. So UNG, decent idea. Actually, is it a little bit stronger? But yeah, as long as it's a daily uptrend, everything's intact. And no signs of any reflex at this given moment. TradingView just moves my line all the time, but I would still go with the falling wedge on the NatGas than this one, because it's just the nature of those contracts. So you watch on this major resistance compared to this one if you're trading natural UNG. All right, let's take a look at US dollar. Let's take a look. Yeah, if you guys are looking for more links, go to the YouTube, and then the Patreon link is in the comments below. And if you guys are looking for one-on-ones, learn more about technical analysis, as well as psychology, as well as we're just gonna want to talk about it. Go to that free link for 15-minute free chat, and let's chat about it. All right, let's take a look at the dollar. So the dollar, we talk about this forever, right? Bear break out of this rising equilibrium tightening range. This is a tightening range, and then broke bear right there, and we're getting a massive follow through here. And I talked about this one last week too, saying this is pretty much just a bear flag on the weekly, and this is a weak bounce, and this is still a weak bounce, and we're just bear flagging. And as long as we're getting more rate cuts, the US dollar is going to be weak. And we got our first 50 basis point last week, right? So yeah, this is a weekly bear flag, right? Bounce, barely bounced, and then confirmed. So I don't think we're gonna like drop like this anymore, where we have this kind of a 3% drop off the cliff for the dollar anymore, like that. But it'll likely kind of just grind around these areas. As long as we keep getting those rate cuts, we're not gonna get any kind of these strong moves on the upside anymore. So probably grind around, go sideways, and potentially we come up, test this 99.3 level. We just see all these resistance acting as support right there. So our next target for bears is this around this 99.3 level. For bulls, give me like a daily uptrend before I consider us coming back potentially to 102. For now, no signs of bulls at this moment. And oil. So let's see. So oil is a very sideways range, right? Sideways name, I mean. So we broke bear out of this tiny range. Big drop from here, broke bear, and right now it's a decent bounce. So bulls have room here. Okay, so this is pretty much indecision. We call this indecision right here at this moment. Because this bounce was so big, we had 3 very bearish days, right? Bulls still have room to try to confirm that daily uptrend. So if for bulls break above this 73.86, then we'll potentially look up to this 77.86 level right here. For bears, from some kind of a tightening range, don't let the bulls break this high, and then chop around like this, and then break bear. That'll be the best case. Obviously, the best case would just drop through this and break through that pivot, but that'll be a lot of work from bears. But for now, let's see if they can hold bulls to hold this pivot. It makes a higher low and a higher high. That'll be the best case for bulls. See if they can pull it off. All right, gold. Yeah, you guys know I always talk about don't short all-time highs, right? I talk about this every week. Regardless of what we're looking at, if it's all-time highs, don't short it. Talk about this every week. If you do short it, right, make sure you have a tight stop loss and take profit on the first move, right? This will be the first, kind of like the first move. You did get a small pivot here, but you take profit on the first move because in the longer term, it's going to reverse to the new high. That's how all-time highs usually are, because it's so strong. Right? You don't want to be fighting the momentum, right? Even if you nail the top after a move, it's gonna still hit all-time highs. But yeah, for now, whenever we're in all-time high, there is no resistance, so I can't really give you guys a resistance other than let's see if we can break this high, Thursday's high, right? If we can break Thursday's high, we make a new high, and that's about it. If not, then we know there's resistance in this level. For now, we haven't really pulled back yet, so I can't even say this is the resistance at this level. But let's talk about supports. So support, clear bounce off of the EMA 12 right there, right? Clear bounce off of the EMA 12 right there. Clear bounce off of the EMA right there, and kind of got through it a little bit, but you can see all these lower wicks means we kind of bounced back a bit. So I'll just say keep things simple, right? EMA 12 is going to act as support when it comes up, and the first step for bears is to just even break that. Right? Even if you break it, the chart still looks perfectly fine. But the first step for bears is just to break that and then give us big enough space for the bears to confirm downtrends. So their very first objective to get a big enough drop. That's pretty much it for space to form that daily downtrend. So let's see if bears can do that. If they can't do that, we just get a shallow pullback. Right? This could just be another bull flag. Next thing we know, new all-time highs. So we'll see about that. And silver breaking out as well because gold is pretty much all-time highs, so it makes sense. But silver has a lot of resistance. Silver is not all-time highs, so very clear resistance. Right there, right? Resistance. Now we made an upper wick on it, so which makes sense. 32.7 is going to be very clear resistance, right? If we can break that, then I'm looking at up to closer to 734. The thing is that gold has been making all-time highs after all-time highs, and silver is so just how I was talking about relative weakness here, just very choppy. So let's see if silver can shift that relative weakness to relative strength on this entire move up. Let's see. If they can't do that, then just play gold. Yeah. And support, same thing. Daily EMA has bounced off of it 3 times here, 1, 2, 3 as of lately. So we can use that again. So if it comes, EMA 12 comes up, then let's see if we can bounce from there again. So first step for bears, break through that, big enough drop. Bulls, just shallow pullback, which kind of like this, and then bounce off of the EMA 12, continuation, and try to break this, this 32.4 high right there. All right, that's all for you guys. Have a great rest of you guys' weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. If you guys got any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will see you guys around.